of the very popular programs which Lagos State government has been noted for over the years is Tree Planting Campaign. The exercise, which is an annual event, was conceived as part of drastic measures to diffuse the amount of atmospheric carbon and mitigate the challenges of global warming. As a matter of emphasis, the tree planting program is an arm of the Operation Green Lagos strategy, through which many loops, mediums, and open spaces across the state now adorn beautiful and scenic look. Tree planting is more than planting of trees. The importance and relevance of this idea to our collective survival underscores the commitment Lagos State government has devoted to its success. The drastic and hostile change in general weather conditions resulting in excessive heat, rising global sea level, loss of biodiversity, irregular rainfall and its negative impact on agricultural production have proved to us that the problem of climate change is real.
Global warming, climate change, deforestation, refuse burning. We will make it clean. We will make it green. We are representative of Legation District 1.
We will cut this cake when we say the land is green. Are we ready? Okay, so we say the land is green. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, and our very distinguished guests. We appreciate you.
By marking this year's program, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration not only accepts the truth of this challenge, it also demonstrates the will of his government to take responsible actions, such as discouraging indiscriminate cutting of trees, towards protecting the citizens from the negative consequences associated with global warming.
Dear good people of Lagos State, the strategic importance of today's event, the 2019 Tree Planting Sensitization Campaign, is reinforced in our governor's vision, acronym themes, agenda, which emphasizes our commitment to ensure a cleaner, greener, healthier, and safer environment. It is also very important to note that the theme of this campaign, Clean and Green is Our Perfect Dream, aptly expresses one of the key objectives of our agenda for the environment. Tree planting is one of the strategies to combat the effect of climate change and global warming.
Truly, the challenges confront us. They are evident in the elimination of green grass areas for building, discharge of dangerous gases into the atmosphere, especially through fumes from vehicle exhaust, desert encroachment, and indiscriminate felling of trees. Statistics have shown that 7 billion metric tons of carbon are being discharged into the atmosphere through human activities. Apart from producing oxygen on which human race depend upon, trees also ensure cleaner, healthier, and sustainable environment for healthy living, promote higher productivity, combat drought, and ensure water availability. Trees have the capacity to reduce urban temperature by 4 degrees centigrade. It is one of the cheapest but highly impacting practices that can be adopted to preserve the environment from agents of degradation.
Obstruction and autocracies. Fishes are going into extinction. Birds and abiding places are being destroyed. Flood threatens the land. When we plant a tree, we plant the sheep, which will cross the seas. We plant the mast to carry the sails. We plant the planks to withstand the gales. We plant life when we plant a tree. When we plant a tree, what do we plant? We plant the house for you and me. We plant the rafters, the shingles, the floors. We plant the studding, the laths, the doors. We plant the house for all when we plant a tree. Trees offer to those who love them a message of peace and rest. They bring the glow of the setting sun as it vanishes in the west. The time of years are slipping past. Trees can be short, trees can be tall, whatever kind. We love them in Lagos. They give us oxygen, they give us air. We give them love, we give them care. We take care of each other well. We take care of them from cities to fully grown things, from berries to cherries, from apples to grapes. They give us different fruits and grow in different shapes. With their colorful leaves and long brown trunks, we all know that the beautiful trees are not drunk. They need water, space, and light. We give them those things day and night. So today, we all say hooray. Lagos is beautiful as view from above. But wait! Mother is about to cry. This blue planet shakes and trembles as it sheds tears like a baby, as it feels the wells and veins of the tenants. Broken bottles and shattered pieces of glass. Rolling up newspaper, toast on the grass. Pouring out concrete and tearing out trees. This is the environment that surrounds us. Keep the environment green and clean.
The theme for this year's program is Clean and Green is Our Perfect Dream. The theme speaks to the goal driving the state government, which is ensuring a Lagos that is clean, green, safe, aesthetic, and that represents a greater Lagos that the present administration is working to achieve. Through the theme, the government will also be able to galvanize the Gaussians at ensuring positive attitudes towards the environment.
The theme of this year's tree planting campaign, Clean and Green is a perfect dream, echoes our profound desire of transforming Lagos to a cleaner, greener, healthier, and environmental sustainable entity as captured in this administration's team agenda, which will be executed through collective responsibility. We must humbly admit that the modest achievement in our greening project is preceded by the tremendous support of Lagosians from all walks of life who are passionately embracing the culture of tree planting in support of the state's effort towards a sustainable environment. We can never overstress the importance of tree planting in our lives. Trees are essential to ecosystems in which they reside, as they control climate by moderating the effects of sun, rain, and wind. They also absorb and store rainwater, which prevents the transport of chemicals into drinkable water. They are an important part of every community and good neighbors to lovers of nature. Aside from creating a peaceful and aesthetically pleasing environment, they improve the quality of life by bringing natural elements and wildlife habitats into urban settings.
As it is the usual practice, the tree planting campaign took place in 8 locations across the state. These are Bisola Durosimi Eti Road at Lekki, Oregon Recreational Park at Ikeja, Costain Ram Market at Ikomu, Bariga Waterfront Jetty at Ilaje Bariga, Ganiu Salami by Joe Ikebudu at Alagbadu, Magistrate Court at Sabo Yaba, Isheri Grammar School at Ojodu, and Anthony Enahoro Estate at Ogba. Thus, from the metropolis to the suburban communities, Lagos State government was well represented as it took the message of tree planting to every corner of the state. The tree planting program followed the standard guidelines, which are site evaluation, plant selection, plant preparation and setting, watering, fertilizing, staking, mulching, pruning, tree wrapping, and so on. For government to achieve its dream of clean and green Lagos, it mobilized to the venues various stakeholders such as members of the private sector, professional groups, others, chiefs, community development councils, CDCs, and other leaders in the state.
I'm sure you're aware of the natural disasters that are happening here and there. It's because we need a cleaner environment. It's by virtue of what human beings are doing. So we need to be aware, because this tree planting helps to absorb, a lot of the yields that are produced, that ruin our environment. So that's why we must make deliberate efforts to make sure that we combat those ills, at least reduce the impact to the barest minimum.
What we are going to do, and what we have just told them in that event, is that we are going to institutionalize the issue of giving an award system for those that want to plant tree and nurture the tree to maturity. So we're going to do that. And we're also going to ensure that the Lagos State planning law is strictly adhered to. We have it in our law that a certain percentage of our house should be left for green area. So this is not put in practice. So we're going to ensure that that is done in our domain.
They should keep on the tempo, because the tradition of planting tree annually is just a way of advancing our environment and keeping it organic. And it's responsibility of every one of us. We need to be responsible to our business. Each one of us have a role to play in order to at least to put the tempo of people being anchored by the former governor of Lagos State. The person of
Well, as always, Lagos has been in the forefront of whatever is happening globally. Tree planting is one of the ways in which the whole world is combating the greenhouse effects. There's global warming, and one of the things that we can do to help ourselves, to help nature, is to plant trees, to plant green things, because we are aware that the more the ozone layer depletes, the more difficult it is for humans and in fact all living things to survive. Trees emit oxygen. They take in the carbon dioxide we breathe out and breathe out oxygen for us to live. So I will say that the tree planting exercise that Lagos State has embarked on, it's been some years now, is a step forward, is a step in the right direction.
Anybody plant tree, plant the life. I want to urge the people of Itosa as a whole to emulate what we are doing today, for them to plant a tree every corridor, a compound, and to make it clean so that they will have a good, better health.
It is encouraging to know that Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration is sustaining the steps at keeping the state at the forefront of the campaign for a sustainable environment in Nigeria. It is driving for the climate change issue to be taken as a matter of national security, while its rippling effects could badly affect the nation's economy. The administration has also made a stronger call for the planting of more trees. The new call complements the planned reintroduction of One House, One Tree campaign. It will also reinforce early advocacy programs, such as incorporation of beautification and landscaping by planners in building plans. It is also to this end that Greener Lagos Awards were given to corporate bodies, academic institutions, government agencies, local government councils, individuals, school principals and students to appreciate and encourage them for their contributions to tree planting activities.
In furtherance to our commitment to a green and sustainable environment, it gives me great pleasure to announce that we are relaunching the One House, One Tree campaign across the state. The campaign is to ensure that every house in Lagos possesses at least one tree, which we believe will go a long way to intensify our greening projects.
A major benefit of the tree planting exercise is the economy that it creates. In addition to several activities that surround planting of trees all year round, the campaign usually brings economic gains to people like horticulturists, who usually experience a big boost in business during tree planting seasons. Similarly, the ripple effects also extend to other businesses in the informal sector.
For us as a government, we are aware that substantial progress has been made towards optimizing economic values of green spaces globally. Developing new opportunities around green spaces to propel the green economy is cardinal to our developmental policy.
It is worthy to note that the establishment of Lagos State Parks and Gardens Agency, LASPAG, is a very strategic step at providing institutional structure to ensure the continuity of annual tree planting day. LASPAG, which became operational some years ago, is saddled with the responsibility of carrying out general directives and policies of the state government on development, maintenance and management of parks, recreation centers, gardens and playgrounds across the states. By this mandate, the agency also coordinates the organization of the tree planting program.
This tree planting day is actually enshrined in the Lagos State Parks and Gardens law. So the July 14th of every year has been set aside by the Lagos State government to carry out annual tree planting across various sites all over the state. So as we speak now, we are simultaneously planting trees in 77 different locations all over the state. And it's been now done by His Excellency the Governor of Lagos State, the Deputy Governor, the SSG, the Speaker, the First Lady, the Acting Chief Judge, and so on and so forth. And so this year's theme is Clean and Green is our perfect dream. And that's basically to key into this new administration's theme agenda. The environment is a very important pillar. It's something that we all need to take very seriously. We are very committed to ensuring that we protect the environment for our future. It's a big problem because we all know that climate change is real, and our efforts, we have a very limited time to reverse the harmful effects of industrialization and globalization. So what we are trying to do is to inculcate this into every Lagosian's mind, into everybody's heart. That tree planting is very important. It's not only for the government, it's for every single Lagosian to take seriously. We need to protect our trees, the existing trees. We need to plant more trees, and we need to protect the environment.
The tree planting campaign complements the hosting of the World Environment Day on 5th June 2019. On that day, Lagos State government expressed its commitment to work with corporate institutions to ensure more trees are planted. This is to reduce gaseous emissions, provide aesthetic beauty, check erosion, and stem the tides of windstorm as trees serve as windbreakers while enhancing the quality of air in the states. It is also in line with the executive order signed by Governor Babajide Sanwo-olu on indiscriminate dumping of refuse and waste management. This will ensure that the people imbibe good sanitary habits and reduce the rate at which waste of refuse are disposed indiscriminately. At the end, the environment will be cleaner, healthier, and sustainable for all.
From today, we want to have zero tolerance on indiscriminate dumping of refuse, blockages of our waterways and channels. We want to ensure that the Office of Drainage Services, that is the Ministry of Environment, immediately begin to live up to their responsibility.
The message to Lagosians is, look, Lagos is the only state that we have. I'm a Lagosian, I'm a proud Lagosian. I don't have any other states. I'm here after many years abroad, and I want my state to be beautiful. And please, we have to take cleanliness and greening as important as the hustle that we are hustling every day. It's very important.
With about 8 million trees so far planted in the state, Lagos State government and all the stakeholders have made a success of the tree planting exercise. The organization of this year's exercise, with its attendant benefit, is therefore a testament to the commitment of Governor Babajide Sanwo-olu's administration in promoting the well-being of Lagosians. The program will promote a healthy and productive populace that will sustain the state's growing economy. On the other hand, it will add to the effort at creating an environment that truly reflects a greater Lagos.